The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First carry for James Conner, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Murray a give. This is Conner. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing on first down is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
2nd and 10. On the handoff, Conner. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, it's Conner. A first down for Conner and then some. And down right around the 37. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Here's a handoff to Conner, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. To throw is Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance sliding out of the pocket. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. J.J. Watt, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
After the sack on first down, Lance, they'll run the screen with Mitchell. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down. No score after one on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. Flush to his right. And the ball is knocked out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Throwing now is Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. It'll be a gain of 6. And that'll make it second down. Shotgun now for Murray. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Murray now. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Murray from midfield. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray going to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
To throw, it's Murray. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. There he goes, left side. 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's a run now with Kittle. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Lance looking to throw it. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
Throwing now is Lance. Flushed out right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance, a 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
On 2nd down, it's Connor, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Forced out to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Rolling to his right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. Working from the gun, Lance drops this one down to Sermon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Lance now on first down. They set up the screen for Sermon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11 now. Now Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, it's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. And they'll go for it. Lance taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 57 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now...
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Dee Ford picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Murray steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And some space here. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown. Christian Kirk, 69 yards. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Lance to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Now Lance again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. Shotgun now for Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 5. Again, it's Connor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Connor. A first down for Connor and then some. And all the way up to the 46. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Flush to his right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. First down, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. Flushed out, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is going to be 49er football. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
You thought you had it.
Touchdown, 49ers. 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
He was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
From the 31, Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. 33 yards that time. Murray now to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Throwing again, Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the off-front corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.